Wow. I don't even know how to act right now. It's kind of an interesting energy that I'm in, and I love that 11 seconds passed when I said the word energy. So there's some real cosmic things happening for me, with me, not necessarily to me, but really looking at how am I choosing to go through this? How am I choosing to react? So hi everybody. I'm Sandra Pelly, the Sandini, Inner Peace Mentor, Dragon Ally, Galactic Shaman, as well as the Visionary of the Guide Academy. I came on for a real kind of specific reason, and also an awareness that it's been a while since I created Dragon Tale. So I wanted to take advantage of this that I'm experiencing right now to tell you what's going on, and so that you can understand a little bit more about how you personally can step into the energy of dragons, I guess. So, having said that, what's happening right now is very interesting. Tuesday, I got a call from a family member about being unwell, and kind of just needing to know that I was there if I needed to come, is what this person was reaching out for. And as it turned out, I did need to come to where they live, and I stepped into a caregiving role for the time being. And through that, I also had a summit that I was running, Creating Meaningful Changes, a beautiful, magical group of 16 guest speakers who came together and really amped up their game by stepping up. Some of them stepped up and took a leadership role when they've never done anything like that before, and took the reins and really helped out with hosting the summit. So that was very, very magical to witness. Another member of my community took the reins and ran one of my classes while I was going through this experience that I'm experiencing. And I'm just forever grateful for that, for starters. Coming along to today, we are now Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're 5 days, 4.5 days into what this experience is. And it is leaning towards how do I want to say this? I'm very conscious about my words because I, by no means, want to manifest it into a worse state. So, suffice it to say that there is a lot of supportive energy that is being asked to be brought in at this time for my family, and especially one family member. So, coming into yesterday, I did all kinds of pre-scheduling, my Flying Fridays, my what else did I pre-schedule? My Monday messages, which are oracle cards, my Tuesday tarot, my soulful power call, my soulful business call, and just kind of doing some of that social media pre-scheduling so that these things would all fall into line, especially through the month of March and going into the month of April. And in fact, in most cases, all the way through April. So you may have heard me say Flying Fridays. What Flying Fridays are a card, either tarot or oracle, that has to do with a dragon. And I've been doing this now for roughly, oh gosh, how long have I been doing this? Probably over a year. I'm guessing now. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, it's been over a year that I've been doing these cards. I believe I'm in my second or third deck of cards that I'm doing for the Flying Fridays. And if you want to know more about that, Soulful Empowerment on Facebook is the free group that you can join, and you'll see those Flying Friday cards with dragons in them, as well as I make a huge effort to do a Facebook Live to talk about that Flying Friday card. So anyway, I was going through and creating these Flying Friday cards for my Fridays, and got all the way through March, and I was doing this on my phone, and then I was going over to my computer and rescheduling these, because on the phone you can only schedule a month ahead. On the computer you can schedule 2 months ahead. So I would schedule the cards and then go in and make sure that I had bumped the dates on the other cards, and I did that with the Monday message, I did that with the Tuesday tarots, all these other things. So finished up. It was just beautiful. I loved witnessing the cards that were coming up as I'm going through a family dynamic. The Flying Friday, which was just recently, actually came up with the family card. And that just felt so very, very powerful to witness that card as I'm going through some really big family dynamics right now. And then I woke up this morning and I saw that somebody had made a comment on one of my posts on soulful empowerment. And so I went and took a look. And as it turns out, it happened to be one of those cards that I had thought I had pre-scheduled, meaning that I thought that I had gone back and I had booked these into April. And as it turns out, 2 cards came through today with Dragon Energy, which were meant for April. You know, everything for a reason. Truly, everything is for a reason. So the cards that came up, the first one that came up, Speak Your Dreams. Speak Your Dreams came up. And then the other card that came up was Seek Knowledge. So I took a quick peek at those cards, didn't think a whole lot of it other than, oh, I guess the dragon energy is being amped up right now. And that's kind of all I thought of it. And then I created a post in the Soulful Empowerment group on Facebook, basically saying, hey, I guess there was a lot of extra energy, dragon energy that was required. What's your take on this, on these 2 cards, Speak Your Dreams and Seek Knowledge? And I kind of, left it at that. So about an hour later, someone came on and they made a comment on that post, and it was really magical to read what they wrote. And there's been some other people since then, of course. And about 3 hours after that post, I decided that I needed to remove myself from the situation, energy, etc., in here, and I chose to go for a walk. I attempt to get 7,500 steps a day, and so this was a really good opportunity for me to take that opportunity to go for a walk. Yeah, I needed that walk. I needed that break. What was really magical about that was that on that walk, I was choosing to be out of the energy that was in this brick and mortar space and to move into the more airy, expansive energy to see what wanted to come in, right? I choose to walk in awareness. Yeah, I choose to walk in awareness. What unfolded was this light bulb moment about this post that I had created about these 2 misscheduled dragons. As I said, there's no mistakes made, right? These 2 dragons, Speak Your Dreams and Seek Knowledge. A couple things are going on with that. And even as I'm looking at the 2 cards here, I'm recognizing that. What came to me on the walk, let me just collect my thoughts here, was this aha moment of, Sandra, you talk about the signs, you talk about the symbols, and yet you may have missed an obvious one with these dragons. And so I chose to come back in and actually see what the cards were, sit down with them, and delve a little bit further into that, to feel into what they wanted me to know. And what was magical about that is Speak Your Dreams, right? First of all, this family card came up. So when we're talking about the personal things that I'm going through right now, Speak Your Dreams. I know that I'm very thankful for the ability to come and have the freedom of movement that I have, because I'm not tied down by a brick and mortar business. And that is part of my having spoken my dreams over these past years, how I continue to speak my dreams, how I continually put it in writing or say it out loud, the things that I personally want in my life. And then that seek wisdom, seek knowledge is really about letting that information, so that that happens, start to come through. Being aware of the signs, being aware of the advertisements, being aware, and I love the advertisements, right? Because it could be signs, symbols, it could be an ad on TV, it could be an ad on Kijiji or eBay or Amazon. So yeah, just kind of all that. Another thing about this 2 cards, these 3 cards, first of all, family is the sacral chakra, and all about what am I creating? How am I choosing to walk into this with all my family members? And our family members are coming together and knitting together so beautifully that we are all in alignment and choosing. We're choosing to be together in this. Speak your dreams. Look at that beautiful heart energy, the throat chakra, or sorry, not throat chakra, the heart chakra, but also the lime green healing. So there's a lot of healing being done, maybe between different relationships that I have with people in the family right now. And then the seek knowledge. If you look at that card, there is some of that beautiful pale blue, which is throat chakra. And then there's also a lot of galactic energy in here, and really leaning into that, being conscious of the signs, right? Being conscious of the symbols, being conscious of the dragon cards that get misscheduled. It's too funny. Where do I want to go with this? So that's the personal aspect of things. I took a second walk today. The first one was this moment of clarity around these cards. And the second one was just a real awareness of where my physical body is right now. And I felt extremely heavy, like very, very heavy. And it was kind of interesting because as I walked, I was like, okay, what is this heaviness? Obviously, there's some grounding going on. And then I realized that of late, more recently, I've been asking people to kind of stretch out of the box with regards to their groundings, meaning that connect into an element rather than earth. We're so familiar as a human being to connect in with earth, to think of ourselves as a tree with roots, to think of our feet on the ground, right? To think of the energy coming through our soles of our feet. I've been asking my community and others to really kind of step into the energy of connecting with an element instead. So be it fire, wind, water, earth, or the ethers, whatever it is, just giving yourself a space to connect in with that, right? So as I'm walking around, feeling very grounded, very heavy earth grounded, I was thinking to myself, this is really interesting. What does this mean to me right now? Moments before I took that walk was the real piece for me with regards to this information. I'm sitting at my computer. I'm literally in a place that is not my home. The dynamics of this house is that the food in here is more in alignment with the people who own the home. Even where I sleep, even how I breathe. I literally have a mask beside me because I'm allergic to the cat. So most of the day I'm spent like that, except when I'm talking to my mom. So as I sit here, I know I'm inhaling cat hair. So I'm just very conscious of where I'm feeling energetically. Add to that I have a spiritual business, right? And there are things that are shifting and changing for me, and I have these incredible visions, incredible, what I love to think, I have these incredible realities that want to come to fruition. Ooh, I like the phrase of that. I have these incredible realities that want to come to fruition. Ooh, did you hear that? Let's say that one more time. I have these incredible realities that want to come to fruition. Wow, that feels powerful. So having said that, there are things that I would like to do. I would like to watch some replays. I would like to touch base with some people. I would like to make some connections. I would like to make some offers from my heart. I really would like to step into some understanding with some people, all with regards to my spiritual entrepreneurship. So that's what was going on at the computer, except that I had no focus. I was incapable of actually sitting down and doing something like that. Thus, the second walk, right? And that's when I realized how heavy I felt, that I'm grounded very heavily into the earth. And so I chose to come back in because I was thinking to myself that this is choice time. This is an opportunity time. That this is a time to take action. How I choose to do that is extremely important. I honestly wanted to come into the house, sit down on the couch, and watch some YouTube videos. Instead, here I am creating a YouTube video because I want to help you. I want to help you as you're going through the heavy energy that's around, maybe that you're feeling heavily grounded and what have you. So when I think about the business stuff that I would like to do, I could get entirely caught up in the family dynamics that are going on, and that's entirely out of my control. In all honesty, it is entirely out of my control. I have stepped up in a role that I've done before. I'm perfectly willing to do this. I'm perfectly capable of doing this, and I love that I'm able to do this. Thank you for my spiritual business for that. And I could choose to go and reach out to all the different phone calls, all the different calls that I have scheduled over these next couple of weeks and go, hey, I need to take a step back. I need to deal with this. Or I could muddle away. Let me say this again. Or I could muddle my way through it and show up and be the human that I am in this experience and see what the dragons want me to learn. There's a reason why the family card came up. There's a reason why it's an orange galactic energy. That's all the ties that I have that I've considered family, whether it's people in my immediate blood family, immediate family married in, or it's my family that's my community. Maybe it's you as my family, right? There's something very magical going on with family energy right now. You'll also may have heard that there are a lot of people right now really experiencing some major upheavals in their family dynamics. And again, a very interesting awareness happening. Secondly, speak your dreams. I have bigger visions. I have bigger dreams. If I choose to take a step back, that's not going to move me forward. I am consciously aware of the self-care that I need. That's why I'm doing the walks. That's why I'm going out and getting groceries. That's why I'm doing little things here and there. That's why I'm talking to you guys. It's just this conscious awareness of what are my dreams and that I want to move towards them. And thirdly, seek knowledge, right? I know that in this family situation that there are three and actually six of us, but three main parties here who have come together in a way that is creating a beautiful bond. We are talking amongst ourselves. We are creating game plans with as much information as we currently have. We're not pushing the boundaries. We're not overstepping boundaries. We're just having very let's be informed as we move forward kind of conversations. Let's be prepared for this. Let's be prepared for that. Let's be prepared for this. Let's be prepared for that. Whatever it is, let's start to at least have these conversations so that we're not blindsided. So that's where the seek knowledge is coming in on the family side of things. And then on the business side of things, I've got some incredible coaches. I have some absolutely remarkable coaches. And one I feel extremely comfortable really leaning into and talking about what's going on to a certain degree and getting coaching advice. In fact, I reached out to him and told him today that I feel overwhelmed. I want to be very clear about what I just said. You notice I did not use the I am, I used I feel overwhelmed. And I had a big aha moment as well with one of the mantras that I use in his arena, and I step into the energy of this mantra in the day, and I had a big aha around that mantra today. Big, 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 big one. And another one of these coaches, I feel really comfortable that I could reach out to that one as well. The third one, I don't feel comfortable reaching out. The dynamics are not there, and through no fault of mine or no fault of theirs. It's just a really interesting dynamic. So I have the coaching part of it that I can lean into with regards to my business. Personally, I've got my husband. I've got my husband. He's just such a huge, huge moral support. I have my sister. I have my dad, who's energetically hanging about. I mean, he's fully alive. My husband's actually visiting him today, but he's supporting as best as he can. I've got his vehicle, and then I've got my community. Oh my goodness, my community! Wow. And if you're part of my community already, just think. I just want to thank you. You may not think you're helping, but you are, just by being a part of my community. Okay. And I have very close people in that community too. And and so I might have to drop off. There's such a heavy wind outside that my Wi-Fi is acting bizarre. So I just want to end this on a high note that I've got community, and I've got a person that I can speak to who has walked in my shoes before. And those are the type of people I'm seeking knowledge from. So the cards that are coming into support today are family. Speak your dreams, whether they're personal, whether they're spiritual, whether they're business, whether they're relationship, whatever aspect. And then be open to seeking the knowledge in what wants to come through. Okay? So that is the end of Dragon Tales today. You guys are magical, and thank you so much for having a listen to this. I really appreciate it.